What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Y'all, this little matchbox printable has taken me on a crafting journey that I am enjoying. We've used it to make working drawers, a closet, and today I want to make something new. So let's head over to the craft table and get crafty. Before we start making the drawers, let's test an idea. I made a new printable that I'm hoping will make a cabinet. I printed it at 100%. With my printer, the height of the cabinet will be about 3¼ inches. Here it is next to my doll, and I want it to be half the width of the drawers. This printable should make one cabinet. I even labeled some of the pieces. I used our Rainbow High Locker as a guide for this printable, so I'm feeling pretty good that it should work. But we won't know for sure until we put it together. Let's go ahead and cut out all the pieces. We have 4 squares for the shelf, and I'm just gonna stack and glue them together. I'm using a glue stick to glue them together. The printable gives us 4 layers, and that could totally work, but if you want it a little thicker, then we can add a few more layers from some of the open space on one of the drawer printables. This is 6 layers, which feels pretty sturdy. And correction, it's not a perfect square. You do need to pay attention to which side is the longest. On the printable, I wrote the word shelf, and this will be the edge that faces out, where we will see several layers of cardstock, which I don't want to see, so I'm going to cover it with another piece. I think that looks pretty good, and now it's a total of 8 layers. There are 3 pieces for the inside and the back of the cabinet. We can leave these as is, or we can cover them with scrapbook paper to line the inside of the cabinet. And let's cover the shelf with a wood grain paper, adding a little more texture and detail. Take the 2 pieces that say frame and carefully cut out the inside of one, and then we're going to place it onto the other and glue it down. Then cut out the center again to get a frame. Now we can start on the main part of the cabinet. I use a dotting tool and a ruler to go over the lines so they can easily bend. Let's fold and crease each line. On the top, bottom, and sides, there are 3 strips. Fold over at the first strip, and we're gonna glue it down and then bend it forward, making an L shape. Repeat on the top and the bottom. Take a paper clip and unfold it. Remove the coating if it has one. Cut the length that you want. On the farthest side with the tabs, I'm gonna just glue it down and glue the tab on top, making sure that it is secure on the inside. Glue down the other 2 tabs. Now we can start gluing it together. Take the tabs from the top and glue them to the sides. Repeat with the bottom tab, and we can see that a box is starting to form. I'm gonna go ahead and glue in one of the side panels and the back. Take the last 2 tabs and glue them to the side. Then let's glue in the last side. So the inside of the cabinet is already covered. Add the shelf and glue it in place. I use quick dry tacky glue to give me a little time to position it where I want it. And it looks like this just might work. But before we go any further, let's let the shelf dry. While waiting, let's start on a second one. By cutting everything out, cover what needs to be covered with paper, then glue it all together. And we need to make sure that this one is the opposite of the other one, so it opens to the other side. Now let's add the shelf and allow it to dry. Now we need to make the matchbox drawers. Each drawer takes 2 printables, and I'm making 6 drawers. We're gonna make these just like before by cutting out the center of the drawer front, trying to be as neat as we can. Cut out the frame, glue it onto the side, cut it out again to make another frame. Cut everything else out, cover the bottom of the drawer with scrapbook paper, and cut it out. Trace over the lines with the dotting tool, fold on the lines, glue the tabs to the sides, To make the box, fold over and glue down the tabs. Glue in the bottom board, then glue the frame onto the front, then allow it to dry. Take the other printable, cut everything out, trace over the lines with the dotting tool, then fold and crease them. Take the tab at the end and glue it on top. Then take the other tabs and glue them on the outside. Take a brad fastener, push it through the front of the drawer, and secure it in the back. Then place the drawer inside the other box to make the matchbox drawer. Repeat to make 3, then stack and glue them together. I still have the counter pieces from the drawer printable. At first, I was cutting them out. I'm going to take the 3 that I cut and I'm going to stack and glue them together. Then glue them onto the bottom of the drawers. For the sides, I trace the drawers on cardboard, cut it out, make 2, then use the leftover cardstock to cover them. I only worry about the side that will be visible, then glue the cardboard onto the drawers. Cut another piece of cardboard for the top that is slightly larger. I cut 2. I cover one with cardstock and the other one with the wood grain paper. Glue them to the top and bottom. This looks about done, and now we can set it aside and go back to the cabinets. I glue them together. I put the wire on the door because I want to use a magnet to help keep the doors closed. This magnet seems to be strong enough, so let's go with this. But I don't want the magnet to be visible, so let's cut a small hole right here, right behind this little beam here. Then I glue the magnet into that space. And let's see if it stays closed. Yeah, it works. It's not quite as strong as I would like, but it is staying closed. Glue the frames onto the front. Then I make a small hole near the magnet and add the brads. And I probably didn't need the paper clips because these hold pretty good with the magnets. And yeah, that's working pretty good. Cut leftover pieces of cardstock and glue it to the bottom to hide the seam. Cut and stack leftover paperboard to make a long strip and glue it underneath. I cut a few pieces of wire, make a hook, and glue it behind the lip so we have a place to hang a few teacups. Then let's place the cabinets on a piece of cardboard and trace it on the sides. Cut a rectangle that is 6 inches long. I cut 2 more pieces that are the same width as the sides. Cover them with cardstock. I cut leftovers into a few strips, and I just glue them to the bottom of the back. And I made another strip that I plan on gluing across the bottom. But first, let's glue the cabinet to the top and the other 2 rectangles on the sides. Once the glue dries, cut another piece of cardboard that is slightly larger than the top. Cover it with a scrap of cardstock. Glue it on top to cover the seams. Then let's glue it onto the drawers. I got a tiny little gap, so I cut 2 more strips and I just glue them over the gap. I added the paper to both sides to cover my mistakes, and then we can just add this piece here to the back. And for the final touch, let's glue a few beads onto the bottom to make a small hutch for the dolls that has working drawers on the bottom and cabinets with doors that can open and close on the top. Let's place it in our Blackberry corner room, and it's a fun little addition to the dollhouse. We can take the teeny tinies that we repainted and hang the teacups on the hooks and place the teapot underneath. I like the idea of standing the plates in the back. We can store minis on top and inside the cabinet, and smaller items inside the drawers. This might be a great place to store a few mini brands. They can fit inside the cabinet on the shelf, and maybe a few minis from MGA's Miniverse Real Brands. In Series 1, we found coffee, which can totally fit on the shelf. We also got Pop-Tarts, in case the dolls want a snack. And we got jam. Here is strawberry and grape. Let's add some cupcakes to the top and a box of Twinkies. stocking the cabinet, and then we can just close the doors, adding more storage to the dollhouse. Which is perfect because I just got Miniverse Real Brands Series 2, which we're gonna open in another video, so be sure to check back. But I am so happy that our printable cabinets work. We will make the printable available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. And let us know in the comments down below if you would like to see more of these printable crafts. Thank you for joining us while we made more minis for the dollhouse. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!